Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Am I audible? Hello, can you hear me? Am I audible? Hello, am I audible? Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Okay. So as- others are going to join us. Others are going to join up soon. So who's gonna start? The link has been sent to others. So I'm just gonna start. So anyway, you don't get, you can actually ask. You can actually ask questions. So in today's training, we are still talking about supply and demand, advanced supply and demand. Yesterday training, we taught on it, and too many students were able to understand and were able to pick several traits and they send their screenshots. So many persons missed the training yesterday. So the purpose of this is to ensure everyone makes good use of this opportunity because the next training that's going to be free is going to take quite a lot of time. Not going to be within this period. So I'll just go straight to what we need to learn from today. So we'll be talking about a scenario, but the end scenario we're talking about is not the usual scenario. It's not the usual support and resistance that you know, because the usual support and resistance that you know is like this. So this is your zone. Actually, this is your zone. This is the usual support and resistance that we were taught in the past. And we're not trading with this actually. Like all these are your zones. So we don't trade with this. I'm going to be teaching you. I'm going to be teaching you the advanced SNR. Let me see if I'm recording this. So that let me see if I'm recording this. So that okay, it's recording. That let me see if I'm recording. Okay. So I'm going to be teaching you the advanced SNRO. So, and it's going to make you profitable in the market. So first thing first, we're going to be talking about your key levels. We're going to be talking about your key levels. So key levels are areas at which price react or reverse. So we have this something like this. I have something like this, something like this. This is supposed to be your resistance, and this is supposed to be your support, your supply and your demand. So if price gets to this point, like this, you understand, and you get a shape like this, A. an A shape around this level. So this is the A, and then if price get to this level like this, I'm just going to take my time today. So yesterday we're in a very big hurry. I'm going to take my time today so that you guys can get. So something like this. This is your V level. This is your A level. This is your V level. So if price makes A level around your zone, or price makes a V level around your support or your demand zone. So what you need to take note of is if price have closed with a full body or a wick. I'm going to explain something like this. See, if you look very well, this is a full body. This is a full body close. And this rejection is with a wick. This rejection is with a wick. So this training is just to ensure that when you're going to the month of July, you're going to be very profitable. So this is a full body close. If price closes with a full body around the zone, or example, price comes here and closes with a full body, this is a sign of a continuation that price wants to continue around this. And like price just broke through, price wants to continue to make a new high or to make a new low. So anywhere you don't get, you just let me know. I can still come back and throw more light into it actually. So I can throw more light into it. So are you guys following up? Are you guys following up? So so if price comes in here and rejects with a wick on this zone, like the way this wick is, like this. Are you following up? Okay,
Yes.
okay. So if price comes to this zone and rejects with a wick on this zone, this is your supply zone, this is your resistance, anything you want to call it. The price comes in and rejects with a wick on this zone. So that is a sign of a reversal. That is a sign of a reversal. So, but example, if price comes in here and closes with a full body, that is a sign of a continuation. So this is a wick. Let me show you guys so you will know what I'm talking about. We're going to do a live example. So this is a wick. This is wick. This is a wick, and this is a full body close. So if price comes like this to the zone, we call them the key levels. The key levels. Kudos to Malaysian SNRO. I think they founded this strategy, but it's very impactful and it kills Deriv very well. So kudos to them. So this this is the key level. So if price comes in here and price closes with this week like this on the zone. So once price comes to the zone, price must do an AA or a V. Definitely, it is certain. So, but what you'll be looking out for is what is price actually closing with? Is it closing with the full body on our resistance, or is it closing with the full body on the support? So, if it closes with the wick like this, if you know that we're looking at a reversal, but if it closes above with a full body, it's a continuation. Then, lastly, we have what is called the touch and the used. So, if price comes to this zone, let me give you guys an instance now. Let's say this is your this is your this is your V level. This is V. This is your V level. So how do you know it's a V level? Let me show you guys. For those that cannot identify it for now, you can switch to your online chart. So let me make this black so that you can actually see I'm coming. Make this black so that you can actually see what I'm showing you. But today I'm just taking my time, no rush. So you can see if you look very well, this is a V level. So this is a V level. This is a V level. You can see this is an A level. This is a V level. So there's what is called the touch and the used. So if price comes in here and price touches it with a wick, that is used. But if price breaks through, it is called the touch. So let me say price have actually touched the zone with wick. It becomes used. The zone becomes unfresh. So if price comes in and breaks through with the full body close, it becomes fresh again for price to come back and use it again. I'm going to come back again and explain that. If price comes into that zone and price touches that key level, because this is actually your key level, and price can use a zone at most a daily or the weekly or the monthly, just 8 to 9 times. So for the lower time frame, the 1 hour, the 4 hours, and all that, it's just 5 times. So if price touches this zone with a wick, it becomes unfresh. If price use a full body and closes below it, it becomes fresh again for price to come back and use it again. So that's why. So once you calculate the number of times that price have actually used that zone, if it's up to 8 or 9 times, automatically that zone is no longer fresh. Price will just melt through. It will not be useful anymore. I don't know if you guys got that. So that is for the used. For us, for the fresh and unfresh, the used and all that. So which chart do you guys want us to analyze? Let's work on particular charts. Which charts? Is there any chart you guys want us to look at? So yesterday, I think some persons brought out V75, some persons brought V90 and 500. So is there any chart you guys want us to analyze? So let's look at the chart so I can throw more light on it. Am I audible? Are you guys hearing me? Is there any chart? Is there any chart you guys want us to analyze, to look at? Hello, is there any chart? I can hear you.
Volatility 10 index.
Okay, V10 index. Okay. Let's look at V10 index then. Okay. And this is V10 index. So what the first thing you need to do, you go to your weekly. That's the first thing you need to do. Then you look for your key levels. That's the first step. How do you look for your key levels? You can see price is actually on the downtrend actually. So you can see price made a base drop. So it's making a base now to drop. So price is actually on the downtrend. So you should be looking for sales actually. So price did not actually make a new high. Price failed to make a new high. So what you first need to look at, you look for your key levels. And what is your key level? This is a V level. This is your V level. This is your V level. This is your V level. That's your V level. So you can see this V level price came, touched, made it fresh, came back, make it touch with a wick on fresh, came back, rejection with wicks, touched again for reversal. That's the first step. So what's the second step we need to look at actually? Let's look at the next key level that where price is actually going to. Let's look at that. Okay. Are you guys seeing my screen?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So next thing you need to take note of is the next level where price is actually going to react. If you look very well, you will see an A level seated right just above this level. So let's say for so many persons don't know how to draw this zone. How do you do it? You just come here like this. Just come here like this and you just come here like this and change it. Change it like this. Let me make this black. So you see, this is your A level, your A. You can see. So price is definitely coming back here. So let's go to our normal chart. So price came through, price came here, price rejected, and price has actually come here. So you can see price already rejecting on the weekly on this level, on this level. So if price closes on this level, on the weekly, on this level, with a week, we'll know what next we're going to do. So let's look at the next zone we're looking at. The next zone we're looking at is I think it's somewhere here. We're looking at something some we're looking at this place. Look at this place. So we're looking at this place. So this is it. So now we can go to our daily and let's see this is our daily zone. So you can see that if you have got this trade at this point, so when price came back here, you will know actually how to pick your trade. So immediately price came to this our key level and there was a rejection around that zone. There was a rejection around that zone. So what do you do? How do you pick your trade? So what you do next, you go to you come here. So you see price closing with wicks above this level. So all these are manipulation in the market. So on the weekly, if you look very well on the weekly, you can see this is wicks. All these wicks you are seeing here, that price closed above here. These are stop loss. These are liquidity in the market. That price of actually that Deriv have actually taken so many hooks out. So what they do, they will just take out so many persons, take out stop losses in the market. So they will take out stop losses in the market. After taking all those stop loss, then they will not drop the market. So they will not actually drop the market. So they will not actually drop the market. So for those who are joining us, we are talking about our advanced scenario, our key levels. So we're talking about our key levels. We're talking about the A and the V level. So how to actually pick the A and the V levels. So the video will be uploaded though. So for those that are not joining us, so you can go through it. So back to what I was saying. So these weeks you are seeing around this level actually is manipulation in the market. So what they did, they actually took price out and there was multiple rejection. But if you go to your lower time frame, you see that price actually broke out. So this is what is called the fake breakout or liquidity hunt or anything you want to call it. So that's what they call fake breakout in trading. You guys would have heard of that. So we're going to be looking at how to avoid such. So next you need to go is you go to you go to your level like this. That's your key level like this. You will switch back to your line charts. When you switch to your line chart, you go to your 4 hours. You can use 4 hours, you can use 1 hour, you can use anything you want to use. So you will be looking for our change of character. We'll be looking for our change of character, guys. So how do we look for our change of character? Just above this place, you can see here, just above this place, here, above this place here. After price, after the Deriv took out so many stop loss. So we'll just come here and look for our change of character. So how do you look for it? You can see here, this is a V, this is a V level. Look at this place here, this is a V level. You can see it very well, this is a V level. So price just broke through, and after this you can go to your 1 hour and look at it very well and look for your zone in there. This is your stop loss, just gonna be just right here. And where is your take profit? So you target the next key level. From there, this is where you're going to set your target profit. This is where you're going to set your target profit. So from here, you can hold this trade down here. Is it clear? Are you guys following up?
Yes.
It's very easy. Deriv is very easy. If you are using your key levels to trade Deriv. Okay, let's assume now that at some point you missed, because you have already known that this is where this trade is coming. You are not confused. First and foremost, you confirm that price came to your key level. Yeah, and like I told you, this is the V level, which you have confirmed that this is your V level. So immediately price came back and there was a rejection along that. This is the current market. I'm talking about the current market. There was a rejection. The same thing happened here. If you have picked it here, you would have the same thing happened here. We can still analyze this. I'm talking about this current market now. All you need to do is to go to your 4 hours. You just go to your 4 hours and look for the last V or A level. Okay, now let's talk about this buying now. That's currently going on right now. So this is our key level. You can see price came here. And price have not actually touched this our zone. I just wait for price to tap into this our zone fully. Price have not actually tapped into this zone. But all you need to do is to come here. Okay, I think price have tapped. Okay, price have tapped in. All you need to do is to come here. Price have tapped in. But you can see that the trend is a downtrend. This is a downtrend. This is a downtrend. So you should be more focused on selling this market. You should be more focused on selling, not actually buying, because this is actually a downtrend. So this zone might not actually hold. So what you'll be looking for, you can just switch like this, and you can see there's a key level sitting right here. Your A level sitting right here. So price might just actually tap into that A level and price will continue to drop because this is actually a downtrend. So, but just in case you want to buy, because price will just tap in here and continue to drop. But just in case you want to actually buy this to this point, what do? Just come here. Where is the last key level that was formed before price tapped into this zone? This is the last key level that was formed. This is your last last A level that was formed before price actually tapped, because you have to look for your change of character you're looking at is the last level that price actually did before price tapped into this level. So that's what you're looking for. So once you get it, price has actually broken out. So you can just look for your zone. You can even use 15 minutes. You can use any time frame. So you can just actually look for a zone inside this point, a zone. You have to look for a zone inside here. And you can see from here, there's no zone. Immediately price broke out, there's no zone. So there's an engulfing sitting right here. So this is the engulfing that price actually used, because there's no zone around this level. Immediately price broke out. So this is the engulfing price actually used. From here now, we should target. I think we should target here. This is our take profit. So price is just coming to react to this zone, and price will continue to go up. But we're actually on a downtrend. We're actually on a downtrend because this is our price will just come here and reject with a wick. The price rejects with a wick around this point. Price comes and rejects with a wick around this point. Price comes and rejects with a wick around this point. Price will continue to drop. But just in case, price can still come here, reject, come down, break, continue, and go up. So is there any confusion? Let me know if you guys are actually, is there any confusion? Is there any confusion? Is there any confusion?
No, actually,
Okay.
I was waiting to hear because I had seen that support zone down there,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
that engulf you
Yeah,
had said. So just
yeah.
wanted to know it was there and confirm for sure.
Yes, yes, yes. Deriv is very, very, very simple. You can hold, if you study what I just showed you, you can hold trade
Yeah.
for 2 weeks. You just catch, you just catch it at a very clean zone and you hold it. And you can still look for other key levels. Okay, like now, let me give you an instance now. Let me give you an instance now. Let me give you an instance now. This is you can see why price actually came down like this. You can see that there's another key level. There's another key level sitting right here. There's another key level sitting right here. There's another key level sitting right here. There's another key level sitting right here like this. So you can see come back down and wait for that key level to be taken out, because you know the direction of the trend. You know that, wow, I'm going to sell down here. So you can just wait for your A level, for the A level to be taken out. That's your change of character. And you look for your zone. You look very well for your zone. You can see this is an engulfing. This is a field engulfing, a field bearish engulfing. That is the zone sitting right there. That is your zone sitting right there, a field bearish engulfing. So you can see that you can still continue this sell, even if you missed the first sell. See, you can still continue that sell. You can see, you can still continue that sell down here. Okay, actually, I missed that. Okay, okay, it's fine. You can actually, because there's a zone, look at the zone here. But this engulfing, this place, the reef tricked so many folks. You can see price reacted here, price came back here. So normally, this place, a lot of persons, there was a lot of buy orders placed here for price to actually go up. But wow, the reef just broke the zone, price just came back, and you can see the massive drop. So even if you miss, once you know the direction, you can see we just built a story from the weekly to the daily to the 4 hours to the 1 hour. This is the story. This is a V10 story. You understand? So we just built a story. We just built a story. So I hope you guys understand. You can still ask more questions. You can still ask more questions. If there's anything you don't understand, you can still ask. You can still ask more questions. This trade here is going to continue up. You're going to buy. It's going to continue up. But I think this is the reversal point. But we're actually on a downtrend. We're actually on a downtrend. So if price comes here, if price breaks and retests on that zone, but what you'll be looking for actually, you'll be looking for if price comes here and rejects, the rejection is what matters actually. The rejection. Price comes here and rejects on this level. What is price going to reject with on this key level? That should be your focus. What is price going to reject with? That should be your utmost focus. So, like I said, full body close is a continuation. Weeks is a reversal. It's very, very easy. It's not difficult. It's not difficult. I showed so many guys yesterday when we talked about the V75. I showed them on the V75 how to actually pick on the V75, the boom 500 and boom 1000. We did that yesterday. So I think so many persons were sending screenshots this morning, and it was a very joyous moment that so many persons were able to with just these few short trainings. But this is what we do in our mentorship anyway. But so many persons are not able to afford the mentorship. So we just said that okay, this period let's just be giving free trainings to ensure that everyone is profitable. You don't need people for signals, you don't need to pay for signals, even if signals are really good, but you can still do this on your own, even without paying for signals or getting any setups or anything. So is there any more questions? I see you. I will still answer. Before we wrap the training up. So many persons are still unable to join again. So, is there any more questions? Although the video will be uploaded though. Yesterday was not recorded, so that's why that's the need of this video. So, is there any more questions? So I assume that everyone understands everything we just learned now.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think this should be okay. Let me just rush up on P75 and show you guys something. So let me just rush up on.
And please,
Oh,
video of identifying those V and E levels, please.
okay. The a video is gonna be made, which is gonna be uploaded on the YouTube. So the YouTube was actually taken down due to there are two YouTube we have two YouTube channels. So YouTube just felt that one is copyrighted due to uploading two videos on two different channels. So one was actually taken down, but the other channel is still existing. So we're going to be doing a video on this A and V level so you guys so that you'll be able to understand it on there if not currency pairs. So I'm just going to rush up P75. Let me show you guys something so you just understand. I'm not gonna rush this up and show you guys something. Let's look at okay. So let me show you guys something so you see something here. So if you look very well here, you'll see that on this level, this is our this is our this is our this is our A level. This is our A. This is where price actually reacted. That is bringing about this drop. This is where price actually reacted at bringing about that drop. And if you look very well here, you'll see that there's another level here. There's another level here. There's another level here. There's another level here. So let's just go to our daily and check something out. There's another level sitting right there. So if you look very well again, I'm just gonna be showing you guys something again. There's another level sitting right here. Another level sitting right here. Another level sitting right here. Yeah. Look very well again. There's another level sitting right here. Another level sitting right here. Another level sitting right here. So all you need to do, this is this is the cell that's actually going on right now. So this is the cell that's actually going on. So I told you guys that all you need to do is to look for your change of character. So you can go to your one-on-one, look for your change of character. So this is the last, this is the last A level. This is the last A level that price actually did. This is the last A level that price actually did. This is last A, this is the last V level, sorry. This is the last V level that price actually did. This is the A level. You can see price came here and you can see the rejection. Price rejects with a wick, not a full body on this our daily key level. So immediately price broke our V level. You can see this is our zone. This is our zone. So you can see this. That's what brought about this sell that we are enjoying right now. So I'm going to be uploading this video for you guys to go through, go over it over and over again. And I believe you guys will be sending me screenshot of successful trade you have taken. So thank you for being part of this class and just back test, practice, and you guys can all do this. So thank you for joining up and I hope you learned something today.
Yes, we did, and thanks for making time for this.
Okay. You're very welcome. So you're gonna get the video pretty soon and just go over it over and over again. And thank you and have a lovely day. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.